Hello, cunts! Welcome to the 7th episode of the Zombies Workshop. This time I'm joined by Xspicious.
How you doing?
There we go. And NoobForLunch.
Howdy.
How are you cunts doing, man?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I'm very tired. It's 2 a.m. here in Australia on a Friday night, Saturday morning.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Alright, well, I guess what's up with you, Noob? So you do HUD design, modeling, and scripting, right?
Correct.
And out of those three, which have you done the most?
I would say I've done more scripting than anything else because I've basically scripted since I started working with the mod tools, but
What are some things you've scripted for? Like what maps?
nothing notable that's released, I don't think. It's mainly stuff that always gets just disbanded.
Classic. I kind of figured that, to be honest. What about modeling? What have you modeled?
I've modeled a bunch of stuff for a new Avengers map.
Avengers.
I've modeled.
Oh,
I'm-
dude! I remember now. You posted those fucking Iron Man screen. Not Iron Man. Fuck, what's his face? Ultron screenshots, right?
Ultron, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the mod tools Discord. Ah, a fucking Avengers map.
Kind of sucks about the stuff that Noob's done. I've seen a lot of the stuff that he's done
Whoa, his
that
stuff sucks.
could have been out. No, like it sucks that all the stuff that he's done is maps or projects that are just disbanded because his stuff's really good.
Yeah, well, from what I've seen, which is fuck all, I think the only thing I've seen from you, Noob, is literally just the Ultron thing.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that I work on, I don't really show a bunch of people.
So you're gonna spread your fucking legs and show the world your cunt. Cunt being the shit you've made. Alright.
I've done that. I've done that recently.
So, Xspicious, you're doing what exactly? Would you give... Alright, so, Xspicious, you're working on a massive fuck-off map, which will never get done. Alright, I'm just gonna say that right now. It's never gonna be done. However,
It will one day.
other things are gonna be done. Are you willing to discuss?
I am working on a project now that I don't want to disclose really any information on it. It's just a project that I am going to do all by myself. I'm going to do all the scripting, all of everything. Actually, because of Zella, Retro, whatever you want to call him, he said I should get into modeling. So I actually started learning how to do a little bit of modeling in Blender, and I made a like a master pad, like lock and key, and I'll say it looks pretty good. It's not the greatest. I mean, it was like kind of the first thing I made. Um, but yeah, basically, it's just a project. It's not going to be like a giant map. I'm already working on that. It's the village map, but it's going to be a good, like a decent sized map that it's not going to be like a challenge map or anything like that. It's going to be a standard, map, and I'm wanting to stick to the Treyarch roots with it. So it will have your, your classic side quest, Easter egg things, and a full main quest, and also just little random hidden things around the map that you could find if you want. Yeah, that's pretty much the main thing I'm working on now.
Alright. What about the fix you've got in the works for Black Ops 3?
Oh yes, the what I'm calling the tool fix. So yeah, that is going to fix absolutely everything that I can think of with the mod tools, which it is pretty much done right now. The only thing that I need to work on still is adding the giant teleporters. I've already got them working. I've got everything like it's functional. It just doesn't have the sounds or the effects yet. I just haven't spent time porting and getting all that stuff and setting all that stuff up. But I plan to come back sometime, add that stuff in, and then get all of the voxes, the voice lines and stuff from the Giant as well, because that's kind of what we were supposed to get with the tools is basically the stuff from the Giant with a few things from Shadows.
So, do you want to explain what it is exactly? Like how it's gonna work when you install this fix?
Oh yeah, so if you make a zombies map with the default tools, just the stock tools, you would click on the little paper thing, the new project, and then you would have that ZM mod level. Well, once you install this, it would say XSP ZM mod level, and then you would click on that, and it would open up a map that has all this new starter content in it, and then you can delete all of that if you want, or you could keep it and just work your map. There's going to be electric cherries in it. You get all of the extra models that don't actually show up with the stock tools, so you'll be able to see the Gobblegum, Deadshot, and obviously Electric Cherry. Widow's Wine is already made. I know that it's pretty easy to add that into a map, just adding a few things into the scripts, but it's already made and it's there by default. So there's a lot of that stuff. The points, there's the perk limit, and tons of stuff set up in scripts. You've got just so many things. It's honestly, it's too much to even talk about. There's just a lot of stuff that went on with it, and I think I spent probably, what would you say, like 6 months on that?
Oh, it's been a while. Probably. Don't ask me about time things, because I'm the worst when it comes to time. Like, I don't know if it's been a day or fucking 7 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been working on it for quite a while, and I've had a lot of help from some you know really good people in the community. For example, Hitman Veer. Um, he hooked me up with his power lag fix to put into it.
Hmm. Nice.
I guess you should say Hitman Ver.
Verre, I think he said,
Uh,
was the way to pronounce
I
it.
don't remember how he pronounces it, but I don't know. I just call him Hitman Ver.
Everyone does at this point.
Yeah.
So, Noob, the third thing you did was, HUDs. You haven't fucked off.
I know, I'm here.
How's the HUDs going, mate?
Uh, Decent. I've made probably 15 different HUDs,
Dean?
and I think only like 2 of them have been used.
Well, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Do you... What do you do exactly? Do you script it? Like in Lua or Louis or whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah, it's Lua. Louis is a library built on Lua that has proprietary functions for Call of Duty itself. But it's just Lua, and then what you do is it's basically copy paste a bunch of images. The hard part with Lua is positioning mainly.
Right. How's that?
Well, it's got weird ways of positioning. A lot of people can't get their head around it, but once you actually figure it out, it's pretty simple.
It's not like pixel percentage, is it?
No, it's actually like left and right. So, say you wanted a D-pad image to be in the bottom corner like it would normally be. The right pixel is the furthest right on your screen, and the left pixel is how far to the left you want it to go. And then it does the same thing top to bottom.
Yeah, so it's just X and Y.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's hard about that?
That's the problem. It's not hard. The hard part
I
is that it has anchor points. So it has a
Anchor
left
point?
anchor and a right anchor. And if you say you wanted to anchor it to the left side of the screen, they're true and false values. So the left side of the screen, you set the left to true, and then it would anchor to the farthest left point on your screen. Or if you set both of them to true, it'll anchor to the middle of the screen.
Okay. Now I can understand where that gets difficult. Fucking anchor
Right.
points and shit. So what are the two
I've
maps?
tried this stuff.
Have you? What, Lua?
Yeah, Quentin.
Oh
He
yeah, dude. Fucking
he
cool.
hooked me up with some stuff, and I tried it, and I'm like, forget this. Over my head.
Yeah, Quinnan was gonna do the HUD for my map, but that was ages ago, and I haven't spoken to him in months. So, you know.
Yeah,
But,
he's a good dude. He's busy though.
what are the two maps that your HUDs got released on?
There's a Left 4 Dead map, which that map was released a long time ago. That was like way back when the leak mod was released, which is Porter's edited library so that we can have Lua. And the other map, maybe there's not another map.
Do you remember what the Left 4 Dead map was called?
Rooftop Rescue, I think.
Who was that made by?
It was made by Mike Pence.
Mike Pence, the indestructible.
That is accurate.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that one day, see what it looks like. Oh, actually, I think I have seen screenshots of that, but I never downloaded it because it wasn't to like my god tier standard. I hold everything to.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Well, so would you say HUD is your favorite thing to do?
Yeah, I would say it's probably my favorite thing to do.
What do you find enjoying, or rather satisfying, about making HUDs?
I am just a huge fan of user interfaces and making them what I want them to be.
Would you look into getting into UI UX design in the industry?
Yeah, I mean, I am currently working on a MMO with some buddies, and
A fucking
but
MMO,
yeah,
mate. What is your first game?
um, well, I wouldn't say it's my first game. It's definitely my first from scratch game, but I've made other stuff with people.
Yeah. Well, MMO is pretty big thing to do.
It's a pretty big undertaking for sure, yeah.
I hope it goes well. Are you gonna like ship this, sell it?
We are hoping PC and Xbox only because PlayStation has some weird situation with it.
What with Sony and licensing? Or
Yeah, they have weird licensing crap we have to figure out.
the fucking Sony Entertainment for the players, my ass. Fuck that shit, mate.
It didn't,
What's that?
it didn't take us very much to get accepted to be on the Xbox Marketplace, but it seems like a pain in the neck to get on Sony's platform. So
Microsoft is doing some weird things with Xbox at the moment, like with the whole game streaming thing, and the fucking how they plan to bring it to PC, like Xbox to PC raw support.
yeah, with the Xbox app.
That's crazy. If that actually happens, like you can literally just load an Xbox game onto your PC locally,
Right.
not off some fucking stupid server or emulator, and it actually plays, and you can connect to Xbox Live, play with Xbox players. That would be insane. Crossplay needs
I am
to
a
happen.
little curious.
Curious
I'm a
about
little
what?
curious about Modern Warfare, how they're going to be
Yes.
cross-platform so that you can play PC against Xbox users.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the people on Xbox are just going to get outgunned in every situation.
Well, yeah, everyone has the arguments, or it's unfair to play against PC players, right? But then my counter argument, motherfuckers, is the government didn't assign you a console, right?
Right.
Right? You're not
Yeah.
forced to play on a console. You chose to buy this, what is essentially a PC in itself, except it's got limited hardware, limited firmware, limited software, of which is all designed
And
to
no
exploit
mouse.
you as a consumer, because it's a business, right? That's your own fault.
Yeah.
And if the fucking console was actually good, you'd just be able to plug in a mouse and keyboard anyways. Except you can't, because the consoles are shit.
Yeah, you have to have other hardware in order to make keyboard and mouse work, and I think it's dumb because it's all just PC hardware with a different user interface. I mean, the Xbox even uses Windows 10 underneath. Like,
Didn't that... Remember when Sony released like a PlayStation Classic or something? Like anniversary PlayStation 1? And it
oh
was
yeah,
literally just like an emulator. Wasn't even...
yeah, it uses PCX too.
Yeah, that's crazy. It uses PCS. Dude, I use that to play God of War.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're going to do some sort of server type thing where if you're on a PC and you're playing with PC players, like on your friends or whatever, you'll be playing against PC people. But if you're playing with a friend that's on Xbox, you'll probably be playing with both Xbox users and PC. That's just my guess. I'm assuming that's how they would do it.
Well,
But
I saw some rumors that if you have a controller plugged in on PC, you can play with console players, but I don't know how they would even enforce that. Because it's very easy to fake controller input on
oh
PC.
yeah,
Like,
I mean you could
everyone
even
would just do that. Like,
yeah, I mean you could even just load into a game with a controller plugged in,
yeah, unplug it.
unplug your controller, and there you go. So that's yeah, I
I
don't
think that's
know.
dumb. I don't think that will be the case. I think it'll be an opt-in thing for console players. Like PC, I don't even think PC is gonna have any options. It's just gonna be matchmaking on PC, and then for console players, they have to opt into PC. And you know, if you join a party with someone on PC, then you automatically opt in. I think that's how it's
Yeah,
gonna go down.
yeah, maybe. I feel like it's gonna be unfair. There's got to be something.
Skill-based matchmaking. All right,
That'll never happen on
cunt.
Call of Duty.
When
Yeah,
I remember
that'll
when
never
Advanced Warfare came out, right? Everyone's like, it's got skill-based matchmaking."
No.
Do you, COD community, do you fucking realize why skill-based matchmaking is a good thing? If there's, imagine this, right? In a utopia where there's pure crossplay, like motherfuckers can load Modern Warfare on their fucking phone and just play with PC players, right? It wouldn't matter because there's skill-based matchmaking. The shit fucking PC players will play with the good console players and the fucking, you know, vice versa.
Did you just try to burn console play?
What, by mobile accounts?
No, you said the good PC players will play with the shit Xbox, or no, you said the good Xbox users will play with the shit PC player.
Yeah. And exactly. Because like keyboard and mouse, right? You're fucking snapping heads. Meanwhile, your fucking analog stick is slowly turning its ass to the fucking right.
Yeah, man, control freaks versus mouse and keyboard. That's where it's at.
Fucking control freaks. You know, I bought freaks back in Advanced Warfare.
I actually have the World War II ones.
It took him 2 weeks to get it to my fucking house. International
Oh
shipping,
wow.
fucking slow ass, fucking controlfreak.com, whatever the fuck it is. Fuck them.
They had to follow the
No,
Yellow
just
Brick
kidding.
Road.
I don't know. Fuck them. You can sponsor us if you want. Alright.
You're the Wizard of Oz, right?
Debatable. Xspicious. moving back to you. So you're a mapper.
Yep.
Is mapping your main skill set?
I would say it's not my only, but it's what I enjoy the most. I love being able to take my ideas and create them in a 3D world.
Is that the part you find satisfying? Turning your imagination into reality?
Yeah. I mean, I would say that it's quite satisfying whenever you get some sort of result. You know, some little uh something to show for all of your work that you've put into it. Like when you have that, it's pretty satisfying.
There's something about creating a level and then watching people play it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because,
Back on World at War, I used to always just watch people play my maps.
yeah, and because you know the Portal 2 campaign, how the whole fucking story is about, you know, this bitch creating levels and then just to watch, that's just basically RL.
Yeah.
That's me. That fucking little fucking circle cunt, whatever his name was. That's me. Alright, have you cunts seen Jerry's BO4 mod?
I have, but I haven't at the same time. I know what it is, but I haven't really seen it.
Are you talking about his
Better Ops.
entire menu redesign and stuff too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How's he done that?
How's he done? Well, it's all Lua. It's not hard. He basically just took the Lua from Black Ops 4 and the parts that don't work in Black Ops 3, he just made them work in Black Ops 3. Because a lot of it's the same.
So he made like a Lua decompiler.
Yeah, he did. He based it off of Porter's disassembler, and then made it actually decompile the code so you can get the actual raw code.
Damn. And do you know what
That's
else he
pretty
did with
sick.
that decompiler? He decompiled the UI elements for factions. Perfect segue. See that? See how I did that, boys? Orchestrated the whole thing.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
factions, mate. When the fuck is factions coming out? Anyone?
I have no idea.
What do you reckon it will be?
I don't
Like,
know. I mean, I had to wait 10 years to get another Modern Warfare game, so this is whatever.
cause fucking from the code that Jerry was looking through, it just looks like it looks shit. It looks terrible. Pointless. It looks pointless. Is what I mean. It's just
Yeah.
it looks like it's just basically tier progression, but in zombies, and then people just choose a team. That's just what it is. That's what it looks like. Which is pretty sad. And I feel like they keep delaying it because they want to make it better. And the longer they wait, the more better they think they have to make it. Because, you know, the time to delivery thing. Like with the argument people make, oh, Half-Life 3 will never come out because it's been so long. Now the expectations are so fucking high that it's impossible for them to deliver.
That's kind of how I felt about Kingdom Hearts 3.
What is Kingdom Hearts?
Virgo.
Look, everyone
You
fucking...
seriously don't know what
Everyone
Kingdom
talks
Hearts
about
is.
Kingdom Hearts 3 and I never heard of any of it.
Oh man.
You
What
need to
the
get
fuck?
out more often, dude.
Alright, listen.
What?
I'm gonna
I
Google
feel
it.
bad for you. That is like
Kingdom
the
Hearts.
best Disney game on the planet.
Disney?
It is.
Dude,
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh,
What?
Oh, you're missing out, kid. You gotta play Kingdom Hearts.
What's it on? Is it on
Sora,
Steam?
the Keyblade, bro.
Or what's it
Donald
on?
Duck.
You're
It's
a
on
fucking duck,
PlayStation.
mate. Yeah, it's on PlayStation. Do I look like I own a PlayStation?
I don't know. Do you?
Hurry, I don't own any console. Shit's
I
whack.
I played it back on the PS2. I've played Kingdom Hearts. Like I've played them all. I have all of them. I actually don't have Kingdom Hearts 3, but I have played it with a friend.
Oh, so it's
Um,
actually out.
oh yeah, it's finally.
So what was the massive hype behind it? Why was it so hyped up?
Kingdom Hearts is going to be released. Kingdom Hearts is being delayed. Kingdom Hearts is going to be released. Kingdom Hearts is being delayed. Years
So it was just a meme
of
at that
that.
point.
It was just people got so hyped about it when they heard that it was coming out, but then there was nothing. They had nothing to show for it. It was just words. And then finally they showed a picture of Sora, and you could tell it was definitely a new game. And that's when the hype kind of started. And then they went to like it was delayed again, and no one heard anything. And it was like probably 7 or 8 months later they released a trailer, and they uh that's when everyone just started freaking out.
But what's the hype behind the game? Like,
Oh,
what makes the games good? So, like, what? I feel
it's
like it's a
just
cult thing.
like it's just a classic. I mean, it's just like um I don't know. I mean, it's just a classic. It's just a game that for some reason you've never played. I don't know how or why. You've never even seen or heard of it.
Look, when I started gaming, it was on the PlayStation 1, right? I lived in Australia. I still live in Australia. I don't know why I past tensed that, but anyways, at the time living in Australia, still do by the way. Um, didn't have internet because Australian, right? Didn't have internet until like 2011, like proper internet. I mean, I had dial-up,
Jeez.
but that was only for the computer, and you can only use the internet when someone's not using the phone because it's
You
dial-up.
remember those days?
So fucking
How to use the phone? Get off YouTube.
I didn't actually like discover online gaming until Black Ops 1 because I played all the CODs, but I never played MW1 or 2 online, so I couldn't. So
I got you.
my first real online COD was Black Ops 1, and then I pre-ordered MW3 off that.
Oh wow. My first was actually my first Call of Duty was Finest Hour on PS2, and I was it like I don't know. It was a while after I played that because I got the game that came with both Finest Hour and Big Red One,
Big
and
Red. Oh, have you played a game called Black?
oh yeah,
Dude,
the shooter.
bruh. I replayed through that campaign like fucking 20 million fucking times.
Yeah, that's a PS2 classic as well.
You get all the guns gold, and like the fucking RPG has extra ammo when it's gold.
Yeah,
Shit. The M24 fucking what was it? M2497 or whatever. What a
I
fucking
don't know.
gun. The game was lit.
I haven't played that game in a long time.
So, anyways, my point with the whole fucking Kingdom Hearts thing is I don't have internet, right? And I'm just a dude. You think I'm walking into EB Games looking for this fucking Disney looking ass fucking game? No, I'm walking in there to buy fucking Call of Duty, fucking Black, some other fucking shooters, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, whatever the fuck. Right? I ain't there to fucking look at the
I'm
kids'
just
games.
saying, man. It's not what you think. It's not like super Disney. It's not like that. It's
It's
one of the
kind.
best RPGs ever. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just explaining why I haven't played it.
yeah, like SquareSoft and like Square Enix, like that shit. Yeah, that's who it's made by. And I'm saying both of those names because it was made by both of those names.
Uh, okay. Well, I will probably play Kingdom Hearts never, as I have
Oh, you
like
should.
400 games on Steam, which I haven't played yet, and have been meaning to play. But probably will have a lot of time to play, as I'm not gonna have internet for quite a while in a week. I'm
Mm.
fucking off in about a
Well,
week.
that sucks.
It should be right. Right. I'm gonna ask the question I ask every motherfucking guest. What is your favorite custom zombies map in Black Ops 3 and World at War? Xspicious.
World at War, very easy answer. Durburg. It's
Oh, is that the fucking like the giant trees fucking massive?
yeah, it's
Oh, dude, that
it's
is.
kind of made to be like the giant or Dries, whatever. But there's something about it. Like there's no big main Easter egg. There's a few little hidden Easter egg things, like perk related. But it's the map's solid. You know, the map's solid. It's just it's a fun map to play. Um, the weapons are pretty cool. But for Black Ops 3, that's a tough one.
Do you have one?
Oh man, I don't know.
So Deadberg, I remember walking into that room, in that the underground city bit. I was like, bruh, this is
Oh
fucking
yeah.
epic. I love that.
I like the part where you look over the edge. It's kind of like by where Jug and Mule Kick are. Like it's that little pathway in between both of those, and you see like over the edge, kind of far away in the vista. You see the gunfire. Like there's a war going on. It's pretty cool.
No, I didn't even get to see that. What about you, Noob? What's your favorite maps for the games?
For World of War, I would say not to be like super generic, but Leviathan's 10 out of 10.
Leviathan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would pick
And
that, but nah.
it's pretty generic of an answer, but I love that map. And for Black Ops 3, are we talking only release maps?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. There's not really too many good release maps for Black Ops 3.
Are you excited for Atonement, Project Viking Remastered?
Definitely. Definitely.
Do you know anything about
Yeah, I can't wait for those.
Project Viking? Because I never played
Yeah,
Project.
Um,
well,
I don't. I mean, I know just about as much as everyone else, I guess. I don't know.
I just wonder if like it's ever going to be done. You know? Because that shit looks crazy, mate. There's a lot of shit going on, and seems like a lot of things to make sure aren't buggy. Especially with like combining the fucking 20 million features it has. That's like over the top zombies. And if it works and isn't buggy as fuck, then definitely a solid map.
You know what? I got an answer for you.
What's that?
BO3, my favorite map. I would say the map that I have the most fun on whenever I play it, and I enjoy it because of the differences it has. The map by James,
Meadow?
Meadow. Every time I play that map, I have fun. There's something about the difference, because there's no other map like it. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like
So
we
I'd
lose
pick that.
that in custom zombies because everyone just goes for everything in their map. It has all the features, and then every map just has all the same features. So kind of
Ten
every map
thousand
kind of comes the
perks.
same. Yeah.
That's one thing I hate. Like the maps with so many perks, no perk limit. Just you get to the point where you're overpowered, I believe.
Well, I plan to have as many perks as possible in my map. However, the perk limit's still going to be 5. So you still have because I like having options to choose, and with a limit, it makes you really think about what the fuck you're gonna buy, especially if there's 50 counts to buy from.
Yeah.
adds in my opinion, a lot of replayability in that sense. Trying out different combinations of perks.
Well, I think the main issue is that people just throw a bunch of stuff in without thinking how it affects the map. And they don't build the map around the content rather than thinking about how they want stuff to be. They just throw it all in there and hope that people will like it.
If there's very
And a lot of
little,
the time it doesn't work.
there's very little level design in custom maps. Like I had Flathead on last time, and what he's working on is like pretty fucking good level design. Like it's done right. Like the focal points, the way the elevation is all set, and the fucking pathway, what you see. It's like brilliant level design. And I don't think people think about the level design in the levels of which they're designing. They just kind of start detailing shit, and then the minute they've got a map that kind of plays kind of shit, but it looks fucking brilliant. Who knows? Who knows, mate? Just fucking throw some melons as soul boxes in the middle of the fucking floor for some reason.
Yeah, I'd say the one thing that I look at the most whenever I'm playing a map is the terrain. I just look at the terrain. If it's flat, you could have done better.
What annoys me? My ability to see faults. Like, if there's fucking the whole room is perfect and there's one little thing, well, I will be like, beam straight on that little thing, and it's the only thing I'll fucking see.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's kind of like a curse. You can't enjoy games anymore whenever you start level design. In my opinion, I feel that way because I've played a few games now that I feel like I should have enjoyed the story, and whenever I play them, all I'm thinking of is, oh, that looks pretty cool. Oh, they should have done that better. Or, oh, now I got to remember this because I kind of want to make this now. So that's all I'm thinking about as I play the game.
So this is why I love Infinite Warfare's campaign, right? I'm not gonna shut up about it. It's a fucking exquisite campaign, dude. Every level is
Gorgeous.
sexy as fuck, and the story
10 out of
is
10.
great, and the gameplay is innovative. I love it. Such a good campaign. Can't get over it. God, the vistas on that shit, my nigga. Fuck.
Yeah, Infinity Ward's really, really good. Like they do a lot more brushwork and patchwork than any other studio. I know Treyarch, they use a lot more models than Infinity Ward.
I feel like that's
And
changed
Infinity Ward,
now with Modern Warfare. Now that they're just photo scanning every asset there is.
oh yeah, probably. But I mean, still, a lot of that's just going to be like uh, texture. I mean, they're still going to be having to build, BSP stuff for those textures. But I mean, I don't know.
Well, they've got height maps now, so we probably can't even tell.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be some crazy, crazy terrain with the super terrain and
Well, I don't know if they have super terrain. I assume they have not what Treyarch have, something different. Probably way better than what Treyarch have, because Infinity Ward always has the best engine, it seems.
I'm gonna say if they don't have super terrain by now, they're falling behind. So I would assume they do.
I just mean not what Treyarch has.
Oh
Just the
yeah,
normal foliage brush, probably. That isn't called anything fancy like super terrain.
oh yeah,
I want fucking mod tools for that. Give me that.
oh yeah, I do too.
Imagine making your own campaigns for fucking the new Modern Warfare with crossplay. That's me nutting. Add that.
I would enjoy that. I use the CUD 4 tools and I've made a few campaign stuff in that. It's fun. I definitely on a new engine it would be a whole lot better. So yeah, I would probably enjoy that.
Yeah, I haven't fucked with the older COD fucking Radiance.
I
Looks
got too many
disgusting.
game engines and mod tools.
Fuck that shit.
Mod tools for Call of Duty started way back on COD 2.
Yeah, wasn't that United Offensive?
Well, it was on that too, but no. Yeah, it was on. It started on COD 2, and then they released the United Defensive one.
Is
And
that
I
a
think
game or is
that's
that an
where
expansion?
um it was a game.
So, because when I bought the Call of Duty RAW for Steam, I was like, what the fuck is United Defensive? I've never heard of this shit. And I think when I loaded it, it kind of looked like an expansion for a pre-existing COD or something in the menus. I don't know. I've loaded it once ever.
No, it's a game. They have probably one of the other than Blackout, they probably have one of the biggest multiplayer map game modes. I forgot what it's called, but like you had to use vehicles in it.
Yeah, remember vehicles in COD?
Oh yeah,
That's fucking. You think?
World at War, man.
You think multiplayer and Modern Warfare would work with the vehicles?
Uh Depends, I guess.
What
The
about
flow of the
vehicles
map.
in zombies? Imagine if you could drive the bus yourself in transit, and you could properly upgrade the bus. Like you can fortify the barriers so they're metal and take like 10 times longer to break or whatever. And you could like
I
do
feel
some
like they
extra
would have to do
upgrades,
it just
fucking
right.
whip turbo in the bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking imagine that.
Freaking bus running nitrous oxide.
Oh, I just got a fucking bad thought, boys. Got a bad thought. I was memeing, right, to Zella. The last map of
Oh yeah.
zombies would just be on Blackout. Would just be on the Blackout level. And that's where the Great Wall will be. Just as a joke, right? But imagine if it
Wow.
was. And you can drive all the vehicles in Blackout. And fucking I don't know what they'll do, but somehow make it work with round based.
Uh, that's I don't know, man. That's too big, too open.
TranZit squared.
God. I mean, dude. Okay, everyone's that watches this is gonna hate me. But I actually enjoy TranZit. It was one of my favorite maps on BO2. I like TranZit and Die Rise mainly because again, I like the differences. I don't. I if they do something that is different, I'm gonna play it because I like it. I don't want to do the same thing over and over and over and over forever. Like that's gonna get boring. So I love the way that they, with transit, it's the fog. You had to plan your route. You had to take the bus, or you had to, get the knuckles so you could get through the fog. By hitting the denizens. And Die Rise, you had to plan your routes. You couldn't just go wherever you wanted. You had to make certain jumps. If you fell, you know, rip game.
That's what I liked about Jimmy when he was ahead of things. Because, we went from the fucking moon, like gravity, the fucking transit, the fucking diarize, fucking skyscrapers collapse into each other, and fucking bury, like, bruh. And then now every map's just like pretty much the same shit.
Yeah, good old Jimmy Z. I miss him too.
Like Jimmy
Definitely,
was
he was really good.
great at making every map very unique compared to the other ones.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, wraps that little discussion up, I guess. If there was a Black Ops 4 feature, let me rephrase that. What element from Black Ops 4 Zombies would you want in Black Ops 3 Custom?
Hmm.
It depends. Can we change it or can we just have it how it is?
I'd say slightly change it.
The perks.
Running.
Perks?
Yeah, the perks.
Like the
Running
perk
for me.
system class or just the perks in the level?
I would like to be able to choose where I can put the perks.
Interesting. into custom maps.
Right.
I mean, that probably could work with a mod requirement. But I know nothing about scripting, so I could be wrong.
Oh no, it can definitely be done.
Alright. I'm gonna throw out a random question here. Alright. Do you think it's possible to have my 4 maps with requiring the same mod? 4 Easter egg, super Easter egg.
Yes.
Sick. Done. Just like that, boys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could.
Jerry's
Get
already made a system for it.
Jerry's just done fucking everything, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
What a fucking god. Jerry is a god. I wish the motherfucker could speak proper English though. Like, not have him on the podcast. What about you, Xspicious? Any BO4 feature you like in Black Ops 3 Customs?
Mainly 2, but 1 would be the running.
In what way? What do you mean?
Okay, so in BO3, whenever you run for 4 seconds and then you stop and you have to run again. In BO4, you run, you just run. Like with the stamina up is what I'm talking about.
Infinite sprint duration.
Yeah, and you get a boost at the beginning, So like you get this little boost of speed at the beginning of your sprint, and if you have the tonic, that boost is constant, so you always have it. I'd say that's a pretty cool feature. The other thing would be maybe the max ammo, reloading your gun.
Oh, someone's already done that.
Oh, they have? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, when because World War II introduced that mechanic, not having to reload with max ammos, and when World War II came out, someone already made the fucking max ammo thing.
I mean, they had that in World at War. There was a couple maps that had done that where you just pick up a max ammo, your gun's reloaded and everything.
Max ammo.
Max ammo.
Let's not get into that. Could you imagine gauntlets for custom zombies maps?
Would be pretty cool.
Do you think, like, man, if you could create your own gauntlet in Black Ops 4 and submit it so other people can play it, I feel like that's something that needs to happen.
Yeah, that would be cool, but you have to think also that some people are not very bright. Although it depends on how Treyarch would do it. If they had it where things could be accepted, it'd be a lot better. But I feel like they're not bright enough to think that far, because with the Steam Workshop, it's pretty bad.
It's unmoderated. Apart from that one time where someone uploaded the Infinity War movie to fucking the workshop.
Oh yeah, dude, I remember that.
I can't believe why did that get press?
I don't know.
Why the fuck are there fucking media outlets covering this?
I don't know.
That's such a fucking meme. Well, it got
Freaking load
deleted.
into the game and you watch like an X cam or some shit.
Is it
Not
XCam?
an X cam. I think it's just a video file. Like you would just load a video file that would be played on a brush, I think.
That's
I don't know how he did it, but whatever it was, like you load into the level and like you're in there and you're watching it. So like you can look around. It's stupid.
the real way to watch movies with your friends.
That's the dumbest way, dude.
Dude, that's the real fucking way. What do you mean?
I whoever did that, I mean,
I bet you he's fucking because he's probably banned from uploading anything on the workshop ever again. But he could just family share his account, right? load up Black Ops 3,
Maybe.
and he probably just uploads movies, friends only though, to the public. And he just watches he's got the same level, and he just keeps changing the video, and he just watches that with his mates or something. I imagine that is what that person does.
You think that's what he's doing right this moment?
Yes, he's fucking watching Captain Marvel, the trash movie that it is, with his mates right now. Garbage film, by the way.
We got popcorn on the left.
Fucking surround sound in Black Ops 3, but not in your headphones.
Oh my
RIP.
god.
Fucking occlusion and reverb. Hell yeah, dude. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, well, whoever made that, they know what they're doing, to a certain extent with the tools. So that's kind of sketchy.
What do you mean? Do you have a conspiracy?
Well, no, I mean, like they know enough to get a freaking full movie to play with sound, and put it in a video form. And I don't know what method they used to do it, but whatever. It they knew enough to do that. So it's, to me, it seems a little sketchy. Like, what if they're making maps and they're like
Oh, we'll
putting
rip
shit,
them.
like, putting random shit in it, and you never know about it.
If that person was working on a map, and he can't actually afford another Black Ops 3 copy, then RIP him, because he's now banned from uploading content to the workshop on any game ever. He violated the Steam subscriber agreement.
That does suck, definitely.
So, do you care about Black Ops 5?
I care
Pretty sure
such that they're publishing it themselves. They might actually get rid of all the crap nobody likes.
Wait, who's publishing what then where?
Isn't Treyarch publishing the game themselves?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Where'd you get that from?
Wait.
What do you mean? What are they publishing
I
it
thought
themselves?
that
What are you talking
thought
about?
Activision was out of this one.
That's what I thought too.
Where are you getting
Yeah.
that from?
I'm pretty sure that's what I've heard, that they're publishing it themselves. Treyarch or Activision won't have any say on this one.
I 100% reject this idea and the probability of its existence. Activision own
Well, I mean,
Treyarch and
that's
own
why-
the IP. Activision sues anyone they can. Massive doubt, big doubt, X for doubt, boys.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something I heard, but I don't know.
It's being led by Treyarch. It is not being published
Yeah.
by Treyarch. It's being published by Activision Blizzard.
I don't know. It does seem strange that, like, what's going on with it. They've got Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Raven, all working on it, when Sledgehammer's supposed to be releasing their new game.
Well, actually, it was Raven's game. It was going to be Raven's first ever Call of Duty, with Sledgehammer being the bitch this time. Because Raven used to be the bitch, right? Like, Raven used to assist everyone and do everything.
Dude, I don't care what anybody says. I have been a fan of Raven more than, like,
Yeah, Raven
any of the
Software is
other
a G.
studios.
Imagine
And
being
Demonware.
Raven, cunt, right? Imagine being Raven, right? You have to make Call of Duty Online. You have to assist Sledgehammer in making World War II. At the same time, and you assist all the other developers. Imagine going between all the branches of engines constantly. Of COD.
The amount of knowledge they have, though, is ridiculous. Like, their adaptability too, to be able to just pick up one of the engines and just go. and be able to make something that's amazing.
Apparently, High Moon developed the iteration of the Radiant or whatever GDK, whatever you want to call it, ID Tech thingamajig for Modern Warfare Remastered.
Well, I know the Infinity Ward in Poland, they have been spending the past 3+ whatever years on upgrading, completely redoing the new engine,
Yeah,
the quote unquote new engine.
it's Radiant, but the rendering is new, completely
Yeah.
new. Everything rendering based is new. And I imagine, Radiant probably looks different. It's still Radiant.
See, I've actually talked about this. I actually talked about this with Zella last night, and I don't understand why people are going nuts and crazy over this. They're like, you see all these YouTubers, these tweets and stuff of new Call of Duty finally has a new engine. Well, one, it's not a new engine. It's the same. It's Radiant. It's the same damn engine. But my argument with this is if you've used World at War Radiant or you've used COD 4 Radiant, COD 2 even, they're all very, very similar with very minor differences. Why didn't we hear about this new Call of Duty, new engine when they came out with Black Ops 3? The difference in that in the World at War is
You just made
insane.
a great point because they introduced global illumination and ray tracing in Black Ops 3.
Well, yeah, and I
Was
mean,
there
even within the
marketing for
mod
that?
tools itself, there was the live preview where you can play. You got game mode. You got you're able to see effects in Radiant. You're able to do things like that in Radiant. You're able to quickly place models into Radiant. You're able to do all this stuff very, very quickly with a interchangeable UI. And in the old Radiance, you could not do any of that. You could stretch in make the size of one or whatever window bigger or smaller, but you couldn't move things around. There was no live preview. You couldn't see effects. They were just structs.
Fuck that, mate.
Yeah, and if you wanted to test the game to see if your effect is even in the right spot, you had to compile and go in game.
Yeah, that's whack.
So I don't understand why none of this hype was when they came out with the BO3 stuff. Because I mean, one, they released the tools, so they know it's way different. And I know that World at War and BO3 is like a huge gap, but you know,
I mean, just between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 2 didn't have global illumination or ray tracing. It was still the same
yeah,
fighting
true.
engine as fucking World at War, probably.
I mean, I have Black Ops 1 mod tools, and
Oh, they had
even though
HDR, actually.
it's kind of a weird thing, um, it's basically World at War's Radiant. Um,
What, the Black Ops 2
but
one?
no, Black Ops 1.
Oh,
I have Black Ops 1 mod tools, and it's basically World at War's Radiant. I mean, it is World at War's Radiant, but
yeah, I
it's
spoke to
still the
him
same, you
about
know.
this.
Yeah, I got the tools from him a while back.
Alright. Is it... What I find interesting, why do people keep going backwards in Call of Duties? And why are people making things for World at War still?
Ah, there's something about World at War. See, I started on World at War. I started making maps on World at War, and there's something about it. Like it's just uh, a lot of people aren't going to understand this, but if you start on World at War, and you go to Black Ops 3, Black Ops 3 will make your life a whole lot easier because you're able to see the effects, see all the stuff in Radiant without having to compile and check. But with World at War Radiant, it's just so much easier. You can make your maps quicker. You can, I mean, if I were to race myself making the exact same map, with the same amount of detail, say I clone myself, one on World at War, one on BO3, we start at the exact same time, I would finish in half the time on World at War.
Is there prefabs
Because
in World at War?
yeah, there's prefabs. You make your own prefabs, save prefabs. It works exactly the same as all the hotkeys, everything. It's pretty much the same as Black Ops 3. There's minor differences with how the buttons work.
Okay, well, I thought you were going to continue, but you didn't.
I mean, there's just minor differences, but yeah, definitely, I really enjoy World at War. I still do stuff on World at War. I'm actually making a little side map. It's
Another
nothing.
sub
It's
map.
nothing at all. Yeah,
How many
it's
maps?
nothing. It's nothing important. I'm making a dungeon.
Sex
And
dungeon.
basically, huh?
Sex dungeon.
No,
Yes.
it's gonna be like a medieval
Sex dungeon.
prison kind of dungeon type thing. Um, but no, a friend of mine who is like known as the greatest scripter on World at War. I didn't give him that name. Like he just is. Yafil. He somehow talked me into making a new World at War map. So it's nothing I'm focused on. It's just if I have some free time and I want to hop on World at War for a minute, I'll mess around with it.
See, I started in CSGO, right? And Hammer. Good old Source engine. Once I went to Black Ops 3, I'm like, I ain't going back, dude. Why the fuck would I go back? The hell? This shit's way better. I can see my fucking lighting. I don't have to fucking compile the whole level. I don't have to make everything a fucking detail. I don't have to worry about vis leaves and shit. The fuck?
Yeah. I mean, I would say one thing is probably the community change would be one big influence on the World at War, like why people are doing it.
See,
Because
I asked Hitman this question if like World at War was nicer than Black Ops 3. Like, were people more kind? They weren't just all
well,
cunts.
back in the day, hell no, it's the same. Everyone had their problems back in the day. But now, like it feels like if you're working on World at War, you're more kind of outcasted, I guess. Everyone is they've moved on. It's BO3 or what, Unreal or Unity or something like that nowadays. But when you're working on World at War, uh, I've been on some forums and stuff because World at War, we still have these forums. But I've been on a few of them, and it's just everyone is being a lot more helpful because back in the day there was so much drama. Um, but it seems like everyone's just being a lot more helpful today. And with BO3, it's
Huh.
just everyone's wrong on BO3 apparently.
Yeah, fucking lots of memes going on, mate. Lots of memes. Especially in Discord. Discord's fucked. Discord has fucked everyone. Everyone
Yeah,
getting their little
Discord is.
private Discords, trying to find information about the other person to use it as dirt on them. I find that very
I
weird.
hate that.
That's a
Yeah,
weird
people
thing.
going into different Discords, copy pasting shit, screenshotting messages, taking them into other Discords. Like, Jesus, do you have anything better to do?
Yeah, it's very like, to me, I want to understand like the thought process behind you. Like, what's your justification? and motive for, like diving deep into this person's life, digging up information to show the boys or whatever.
You'll find out though that there is none. They just don't have a life of their own. That's basically it.
It's weird. Like people who cheat in multiplayer games. Like I 100% understand the reasoning if you cheat for profit, as in you're fucking either cheating to advertise the cheats to sell, or you're cheating to win in a tournament. I get the fucking motive. It makes sense. It's logical. Doing it for financial gain. However, the cheaters who just cheat to cheat, I do not understand, and those people are straight mentally ill, deranged.
Yeah, I feel like the cheating mixed with like campers, people that'll
Don't
just sit
you
in the corners and stuff.
dare even.
I'm making a valid point here. So hang on.
You are not
But no, it's like the cheating and the
camping.
campers and stuff it's totally different. Okay, it's totally different. I get that, but the people that are cheating and the people that are camping, my point here is, where do they get their fun?
Alright, look. When you're playing a competitive game, you're going to use play styles. One of them might be chilling in this corner for a bit, so this dude runs in the fucking room, kill
No,
him,
dude, I'm talking.
move locations, right? Or you're rushing the cunt, or you're fucking creeping the cunt or whatever. It's just a play style.
Yeah,
I hate
I'm
people
talking
who
about the guy
complain
that
about campers.
I'm talking about the guys that post up. I'm talking, they don't move. They don't care if they see anybody. You don't even have to go into that room. They're just like, this is my shit. I'm posting up. I've got sentries in here. I got my riot shield. I got my shotgun out. I got claymores, bouncing betties. Old Frank over here lended me a few grenades. I mean, those dudes. I don't know where, like, the people that do that and the people that cheat, like where they're using mods or whatever on, like, where do they get their fun? Like, what makes that fun to them? That's just, to me, that seems like a valid question. I don't think that's asking too much. I'm just curious.
feel like
They
it's
spend
for them,
so
like
much.
they find a playstyle and it works and it's rewarding because they've discovered the playstyle themselves and they learn to that and now they're playing that in the game. That is camping. And I want
Yeah,
to
I
circle
suppose.
back to the like multiple engines things because Noob has barely fucking spoken.
Yeah.
Noob, if you're still here, because your mic's muted. Sick. Well, he's
He may have had
probably he's probably something
yeah.
private shit or something. Oh shit, we're almost out of time. Look at that. Almost for the whole fucking hour slot. Alright, we'll get one more topic in and then we'll end it. So,
Sounds good.
in a recent update for Black Ops 4, they put weapons in the reserves. New weapons. You can only get them through supply drops. Did you see this?
Pay to win.
This is fucking... This, to me, is evidence that... Alright. Black Ops 4 is done. We're forgetting about its existence. We're now just focusing on Black Ops 5, or Black Ops, or the Black Ops, or whatever the fucking fuck they're calling it. And, Activision can run the marketing, whatever. They can just get the last bit of change they can out of the game while it's still, alive. And then we'll just fuck off to the next game. I feel like that happens with every COD, every year. And nothing fucking changes, and everyone keeps buying the CODs, thinking it's gonna change, and then everyone blames Treyarch, and then other people blame Activision, and then those two people have a fight. It's just... cancer. Absolute fucking cancer.
But the only games that seem to have this issue are Call of Duty and games made by EA. Any
Yeah.
other game can have as many microtransactions and nobody ever says a word.
Well, I think the problem is because Activision sells Call of Duty for $60 base game, and then $50 on top of that for the season pass, and then they have like the $100 bundle thing. People buy that, and then on top of that, they have an insane amount of microtransactions. Whereas other games, they're like, what, $20 or free, and that's it. And then there's some microtransactions. They're not insanely intrusive to your experience. Like, Black Ops 4 is designed for you to fucking buy the microtransactions. Why do you think tiers take fucking forever to complete? So you can't complete it in the time, reasonably, so you have to spend money to get the item.
I would say the one main issue that I have with Call of Duty nowadays, especially BO4, is I got the digital deluxe on PC, Xbox, and PS4. That's $300, and spending that much and unlocking weapon skins and all this stuff and not being able to use it until you go and do some challenge or whatever to unlock it after you've already unlocked it, after you've paid for it, and now you don't get to use it, so you got to do other shit. And yeah, basically, I own BO4, but I do not own anything in BO4.
What fucking what demotivates me from playing a game ever again is limited time events. Now people love events. Me, I fucking hate them because they're limited time events. And they expect me, while this event is running, to spend fucking 8 hours per day during the entire duration of the fucking event to get all the items from the event. Or else, I will just simply never get the items ever again. Unless I fucking spend an infinite amount of money through the RNG supply fucking drop system.
Yeah, I think their limited time events should be something like you get a weapon skin, or like face paint or whatever on like BO4. If you say the rules for it, you got to log in and play a game and win, and you get it. Like that's reasonable. That's not going to take somebody out. Well, maybe it will. I don't know, but like that, the stuff where it's play all freaking day and get these tiers all the way up, or you're never going to get them. That to me is stupid.
If you could complete tiers at a 4 times rate of what it is now, and Black Ops Pass owners get twice that on top of that permanently, of course, and you get a daily tier skip for logging in, and you can earn daily tier skip per mode. So if you get a kill and blackout, that's 1 tier skip. If you get a multiplayer match win, that's 1 tier skip. If you get a fucking zombies round 15 plate, that's a 1 tier skip. You get up to 4 tier skips per day, which encourages everyone to play all the fucking modes instead of just dividing them between the two. Cunts. Like, learn how to fucking make a game, right? Then it's reasonable.
Yeah, I feel you.
But instead, we have a business being a business, as businesses be businesses.
EA, on the other hand, though,
I don't even know what's happening.
They've done messed up.
I don't play any of the EA games.
Yeah, they're just they're already gone. Like that's all I gotta say about EA. They're past the point of help.
Did they do something bad?
Oh, dude, I hate Origin. I hate playing EA games now. Like which sucks, dude. I love Battlefield. I want to get Battlefield 1 and play it. I want to get the new
The people that die
is it
are
Battlefield
fucking.
1? I don't know. The new Battlefield. Battlefield 5, is it?
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah. I want to get that stuff, but I don't. Like I really want to get it because I love Battlefield, but I just don't want to deal with EA at all.
I feel like franchises ruin games. Like everyone's just clinging on to like the Call of Duty experience that they lost like 12 years ago, and they're like fucking we're up to Call of Duty 17 Modern Warfare, and it's like still not the same. So we'll wait for Call of Duty 18, and then 19, then 20, and then 21. It's just
Well, my honest
cycle.
opinion, if Activision would just sit the fuck down and let the developers develop their game how
Huh.
they want it to, then I think Call of Duty would be a whole lot better. Because when Call of Duty, what was it? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 or I don't remember what it was, but it was the time where all of the like Infinity War dudes are just like, F this, I'm out. Like
Was it during the
they didn't get
time?
paid and all
Yeah,
that
the
stuff.
lawsuit, the whole lawsuit thing that happened.
Yeah.
All right,
Wait,
correct me if
apparently,
I'm wrong.
all
This
those
might be
guys are
wrong.
back.
Yeah, all right, this might be wrong. I'm about to say some information. This might be wrong. But from what I know, so Infinity Ward was its own company. Like they weren't owned by Activision, and they were making IP for Call of Duty. And then with the rev share deal they had in place, they weren't paid fully to that rev share deal they had in place. And then the lawsuit came about, and then Activision found dirt on Infinity Ward about the EA thing, how some of them were talking to EA. And then those dudes left and actually went to fucking EA. Respawn, hello, I'm a thing now. And then Activision, instead of paying them the rev share, just fucking went and acquired the entire company.
I'm not really too sure on what exactly happened. I've heard I've heard that. Um, I don't know how much of it's true, how much of it's exaggeration, but I don't know. I feel like if Activision would just kind of chill, it'd be a lot better for Call of Duty.
Yeah, well, Bobby Kotick's an absolute cunt. We'll never get that because he's the CEO of Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps it up for this episode then. Any closing thoughts, people? Want to plug anything? Your socials, anything, fucking you got juicing up?
Um, Xspicious on Twitter.
Yep. Link will be in the description as well. For lunch, anything?
No, I'm good.
You good? Alright.
Yep.
Well, that was the 7th episode of Zombies Workshop. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked it. Suck my dick. Alright. See ya.